That's crazy because you liked being in the limelight. You liked being at the front, at the forefront. For you to go from that to staying at home and homeschooling our children, that must have been tough.
And I mean, I think I just love our relationship. Like, there's nothing I can say like, oh, if only he was like this, or if only he did this more. Like everything, and it's not to boast or you know, show off. It's not. It's just, I just love the way the Lord has placed us.
Yeah.
Even through all the seasons in our lives that has led us here, those struggles and the hard times, the tears, I just love it. Like, I love waking up in the morning, taking Bob for a walk. That's our, like, we say it's Bob's what is it, highlight of the day, but it's actually probably my highlight.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I just love everything. I love you coming home from work and you have your lunchbox and you eat dinner. I mean, it feels so good.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna be cheesy and sit here and say, oh, me too, it's my highlight of the day, honey. Like, because you know I'm not like that, and that's one thing that I've never been, and I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm my own person, even though I have you. I'm my own person, and you're your own person. You wake up at 5 and read God's word for an hour. Mm-hmm. I struggle reading God's word for 5. I struggle reading the verse of the day that I get on the ping when I'm watching my phone, like ping, the verse of the day. And I'm like, okay, oh, okay, that's cool. And then I go back to whatever I need to do, right? I'm looking at Instagram. I'm looking at our Shopify, you know, just Bravo. I wake up, other than working out in the morning, it's just Bravo in my mind. And obviously making sure the kids are okay. That's super important too. And so you wake up with this zeal for God's word. And this is a fact. You're the spiritual person in our family. I mean, you can be watching a worship video on YouTube and you can get into his presence. That's not me. I'm not saying that that's right, or I'm not saying that that's right, but that's just not me. You're the spiritual person. It's funny, it's I think it's a really good fit for me and you, because you're very spiritual and I'm very practical. But yet we never arm wrestle about it. We understand that God and science can exist.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes.
Like 2 + 2 is 4, right? So I'm 2 + 2 is 4, and you're like, yes, but for God so loved the world that he gave his own, and I'm like, yes, I know. And so, but we can, and I'm not saying that I'm not spiritual. I'm spiritual too. I get God's word, and you're practical too, but you're way more spiritual than I am spiritual. And I'm way more practical than you are practical. And it's just, I think it's a really good mix. And it's funny because we see God just join that together.
I think at one point before I really encountered his presence and his love, I think it was when we had those battles.
Yes.
Because I wanted to have the light on me when it came to Bravo, but it was yours. It was never mine to claim. It was just, you can't have two masters.
Yes.
You're going to have problems.
Yes.
And sure enough, it was causing those issues with us. But when God just took me through that path and I realized that he's got his own plans for me and I need to step back and be your helper now. I'm not I'm not working Bravo anymore. I stand behind the scenes.
Yes.
And I'm happy behind the scenes.
That's crazy because you liked being in the limelight. You liked being at the front, at the forefront. And yeah, for you to go from that to staying at home and homeschooling our children, that must have been tough.
Yeah, it was at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, at the time. Yeah, because it's kind of like taking the spotlight away from you. It's taking the microphone away from you. It's taking the title away from you, and then now you're just the mom, right? And by the way, mom, that's probably the toughest job ever, because yeah, like that's crazy. I don't even wash dishes. Babe, when's the last time I washed dishes?
I don't know.
I think I washed them like
When I was at the hospital, maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe. I think I watched them like 3 months ago because we all got into all right, we're all gonna wash dishes.
Yeah.
Me, you, Brianna, and then our kids. But I think I did it once or twice, and it was like, no, I'll just take I'll just ridicule me. I don't care. I'll take it, right? And so, but yeah, you know, being a homeschool mom, even more than just a housewife or a mom, a homeschool mom is crazy. I mean, look at this room. This your background is all homeschool stuff. I mean, that's what she does. And you know, this is our loft upstairs, and I would love for this to be my man cave, but it's a schoolroom, and that's fine. I probably wouldn't care for it to be my man cave. I'm not that type of guy. I have my office downstairs, and I still have some. You made it your office when we first moved in here, and the decorative stuff is still there. Like, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. My cave is just Bravo. I mean, when I go to work, that's where I'm at.